Welcome to PSM Perfect Solution for Math. I am your tutor Suman PF. Today we are going to learn Arithmetic Progression exercise 5.3 for the NCRT and exercise 1.3 for the KSEB. Topic: Sum of the first n terms of an AP. In that question number 18 we will discuss. And in that 18th question you can see the diagram also. It is given a spiral. So what we have to find, what is the given thing, we will discuss now. Let us solve that. First, let us read that question number 18. A spiral is made up of successive semicircles with centers alternately at A and B. Starting with center A of radii 0.5 cm, 1 cm, 1.5 cm, 2 cm as shown in the figure. What is the total length of the such a spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles? The question over here, the clear thing they have given, a spiral is given with the successive semicircle. We are not talking about the total circle, semicircle. Semi means what? Half of it means from one point if you start, it is a half of the circle. So this is the semicircle we have. Again you read that with the center alternately at A and B. So A is the first center. So A is the first center. For the center A, this is the first semicircle. Understood? So that semicircle length we will take as given as L1. So next what? Again next one more semicircle we have. That one more semicircle is little bit bigger in size. Okay, that little bit bigger in size. For that semicircle we have one more point. For this, from this semicircle, if you want I will change the color of it. This is the second semicircle, that is a orange color over here. This semicircle we have one more center. That center is given as B. Understood? So next again we have one more semicircle. I will take now red in color. So the third semicircle is somewhat like this way. And here you can see again now the semicircle is bigger than the L1 and this one is L2. Okay, the second semicircle is taken as L2. The third semicircle, that is I have drawn in red in color, that they having the center again A. Centers are changing and this L can taken as L3. The semicircle what we have, that is L3. Next again it will continue like this way only. The fourth semicircle again little bit bigger in size. Now have the center as B for this semicircle. And this semicircle length they have taken as L4. Like this way it will continue further. It is not ending, it will continue. Till how much it will continue this spiral? So it will continue till 13 consecutive semicircles. Means 13 semicircles we have, means L1, L2, L3, so on we have L13. The length of this semicircle we have from L1 to L13. And next, very importantly, one thing they have mentioned here clearly, that first radius of the first semicircle, this radius what we can see is from A is the center, from this one first semicircle, what is the radius we have? That is nothing but 0.5 seems. So here they have given 0.5 centimeter. So second circle we have from here, that is semicircle, we have that orange color. This radius is nothing but 1.0 centimeter. Understood? Similarly, next one more we have, that is in red color I have shown. Yes, from A only it is A is the center. We have drawn one more radius for that. Anywhere you can draw the radius for the third. So that is nothing but 1.5 centimeter. 1.5 centimeter. And next one more we have, that is nothing but L4, that is the fourth semicircle that I have taken in a blue color. Yes, so blue color only take. Here the radius for that fourth semicircle is 2.0 centimeter. So on it will continue till how much? Till 13 semicircles we have to draw. So there are 13 radius also, starting with 0.5, next 1.0, 1.5, so on. We don't know the last, that 13th one. So like this way it will continue. See here 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, 2 afterwards 2.5, it will continue. So this is the total thing they have given. But what they have told you to find? They have told you to find what is the length of such spiral made up of 13 consecutive semicircles. Means here you have to find total length of this spiral. Means from here to here this length we have to add, from here to here we have to add. Means here we have to take L1 plus L2, next L3, next L4, L5. Like this way we have to find till 13 consecutive semicircles. That is nothing but spiral, the length of the spiral. So length of the spiral here we can take as, so spiral length we can take it as what, L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus so on L13. We have to add all the 13 spiral length, then we are going to get the total spiral. Okay, I will write down total spiral length is equals to L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus so on L13. So here one question we will have, what is that L1, what is that L2, what is that L3? These are the question we have. Already you know that 0.5 is a radius, so R1, 1.0 is the second radius, 1.5 is the third radius. So here we have 0.5 is the first radius, this is the second radius over here, yes, 1 centimeter is the second radius, and 1.5 is the third radius of this semicircle, the fourth radius is 2.0. So how to find the L1 now? L1 is simple. See here, if you want to find L1, L1 is nothing but what? Half of the semicircle. So once full circle we have, in that half of the circle. Half of the circle means what? So we are finding only the boundary of the circle, not the inside. Inside means area. This is inside means area, but we are finding the outside boundary. Boundary is nothing but what? Boundary is nothing but the circumference. So L1 is equals to, it is a complete circle? No, it is a half. So half into circumference of the circle. Half into circumference of the circle now we have. So half into, what is the circumference of the circle? And one more thing, half I have written because it is a half, not full we will find, because here you can see. Here you can see that from here it will start and it will end till here. In the diagram you can see half, it is not completely like this way, it is not completing, it is a half. Second also you can see, I will change the color, that is I will take this red in color. Okay, I don't want red, blue color I will take. Here you can see, so it is the half of the semicircle. Half of the circle we have, not completely a circle. Okay, so next one we have again half. So only half of we have the circle. So half into circumference circle is nothing but what? 2 pi r. So this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So L1 value will become what? Pi into r. R here I will take as, because there are 13 radius. So first radius is 0.5, 1.0 is second radius, 1.5 is the third radius, 2.0 is the fourth radius. Such we have 13 radius. So here I will take R1. R1 refers to the first radius, that is 0.5. Okay, so L1 is nothing but pi into R1. So in place of pi L, I can write down, in place of L, I can write down what? Pi into R1. What is L2 then? L2 also similar thing we have to consider. So I will draw it here. One circle, if you have the total circumference we have to find. But here what we have? Half of it. This is L2. From bottom it is, yes. So I will take the bottom line only. So here I will take the changes. So this is half, because this part is missing. Here you can see this part is missing, only the half part we have. In the diagram you can see only the half part we have, not total part we have. So half. Again L2, this is nothing but L2. L2 is equals to half into circumference of the circle, that I will take as C2. Circumference circle I will take as C2, because second circumference it is. So second, because already one circumference I have taken. So half into circumference circle formula remains same, pi r. I will take 2, because the second radius is how much? 1.0 centimeter. So r2 I will take. So this, okay, 2 pi r2. Okay, 2 pi r2. This 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So L2 value will become what? Pi r2. So in place of L2 I can write down what? Pi r2. Next L3 again it will be pi r3. Similarly it will move. Last L13 will become pi r13. So total spiral length is equals to pi into r1 plus pi into r2 plus pi into r3 plus pi into r4, like say continuation till pi into r13. Why it is pi into r13? Last it is 13 consecutive semicircle. Only 13 we have consecutive semicircle. So last till like this way if you'll find the total spiral length we will find. Next how to solve I will tell you, but this is the introduction. You have to understand the question. In the question they have given the diagram and they have given the semicircle. Also they have not given only 1 2 semicircle, they have given 13 semicircle, and that semicircle combined such a way that it became a spiral. So they have told you to find the length of the spiral, means we have to add all the semicircle, not circumference. Semicircle, circumference we have to add. Circumference circle, no, it is semicircles. Circumference we have to add, that is L1 plus L2 plus L3 so on to L13. When we will find the total that is a semicircle circumference, we are going to get the total spiral length. And one more thing importantly given is radius of this circle. Okay, now we will solve formula method. One thing is that the pi value remains as it is, that is 22/7, that you have to remember, that is the constant value. So now we have to solve this by formula method. So the formula is the total length of the spiral we have to find. The total length of the spiral is nothing but L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus so on lastly L13. This is the first thing we have to write it down. Next I have already told what is the L1 value, what is we found already, that is L1 is nothing but what, pi into R1, because half of semicircle, half into 2 pi r it get cancelled, 2 get cancelled, the pi r1 is left. L2 is nothing but pi into R2, L3 is equals to pi into R3, and so on. L13 is nothing but pi into R13. This I have already explained, okay, the previously. I have explained this how we got this. If you have confusion, again go back and just to watch that and understand that and come back. So now we will substitute that L1, L2, L3 and L13 value in this. So here L1 is nothing but pi R1 plus pi R2 plus pi R3 plus so on pi R13. This is the most importantly we have to understand. Now here you can just have to glance over here. In all the terms, that is pi R1, pi R2, pi R3 so and till the pi R13, one thing is common. What is the thing is common? That is pi is common. You can watch everywhere we have pi value. So what I can write down? Pi I can write down outside the bracket. Inside I can write down R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus so on R13. The pi I have taken outside the bracket. Okay. So now we have to find the next. Importantly, the pi value is nothing but 22/7, that you can write it down. And next R1 value, very important, R1 value is how much? The first radius is 0.5 centimeter. 0.5 centimeter I have to write down here, 0.5 centimeter plus next R2, the second radius is 1.0 centimeter. Next R3 is nothing but 1.5 centimeter, and we have not written R4 over here. If you want to write here plus 2.0 centimeter also you can write, or so on. Lastly we have to write R13. What is the radius of the 13th semicircle? They have given? Not given. Don't bother about that, write down R13 as it is, because we don't know. Simply without knowing we can't write anything, so R13 only let it be. So now if you will glance clearly in this question, 22/7 we can't do anything for that, let it be as it is. But just to go inside and just to see here, inside the bracket, 0.5, 1.0, 1.5. These three terms, if you will clearly, if you will check it, it is in what? It is in AP. Remember 0.5 and 1.0 and 1.5. Next it will come 2. If you want to write, you can write down 2. All these are in AP because the difference between them is 0.5 each. Difference between 1.0 and 1.5 is 0.5 plus 0.5. 1.5 and 1.0 we have the plus 0.5 difference, and lastly 2.0 and 1 minus 1.5 is plus 0.5 difference. We have 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 difference. So the given thing is what? In AP. So if it is in AP and everything we have to add them. Yes, we are adding, see here, plus we have everywhere. Means we have to find the sum of this AP. Sum of this AP is nothing but what? That is nothing but S13. Why it is S13 only? Why it is not Sn? We can write Sn also, but why it is S13 only? Because the last term is 13. Understood? We are finding the sum of this, all this is 0 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, so on are 13, and everything where you can see all are plus, and it is in AP, so we have to add them. It is nothing but S13. We can write it down. If you have a doubt over here, you can ask. Okay, because here it is a main important thing. Those who have doubt, just again once again you go back and just you see this video once again and check it. 0 0.5, 1.0, 1.5, so on. It is in AP and you are finding the sum of this plus we have. So what we have to do? We have to add them. Means Sn we have to find. I have written S13 because the last term is 13th term. Okay, this is the all about the important. Here if you understood, now the next part is very easily you can solve. Next part is we have to find the S13. So 22 by 7 as it is. S13 how we are going to find? By the formula method. This is nothing but what? What is the formula of Sn? That is nothing but n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes, I have written this formula. Now very importantly we have to write down the values of n, a and d. So what is the value of a? A value is the first term. Which is the first term over here? 0 0.5 is the first term. Next we have to find the n value. N value is nothing but 13. 13 S13 we have to find, means n value will be become 13. Next one we have to find the d value. D value is nothing but that is a2 minus a1. A2 is over here 1.0 minus 0 0.5 is the a1. So when we will minus that 0 0.5 from the 1, we will get the half. In 1 if you are minusing half, so remaining is half only. So d value is half. So these are the things we have to substitute in this now. Let us substitute that value. So 22 by 7 will remain as it is. N value will become that is n value is 13. 13 by 2 into 2 into a value 0 0.5 plus n value again it is 13 minus 1 into d value 0 0.5. So next we will continue. That is nothing but 22 by 7 into that I will write down in bracket only 13 by 2. Now importantly 2 into 0 0.5. 0 0.5 you are multiplying with the 2, you are going to get 1. Okay, you can calculate 2 into 0 0.5, half into 2, half 2 times means 1. 13 minus 1 is 12 into half. Next we will continue. 22 by 7 will remain as it is. 13 by 2 remains as it is. I can write on the bracket. So now very importantly 1 plus 12 we have, don't add that because we have to use the BODMAS rule. We have to multiply this. 1 plus 12 into half. What is the half of 12? That is nothing but 6. Half of 12 is nothing but 6. You can calculate it. 22 by 7 into 13 by 2 into 1 plus 6 is nothing but 7. I have taken outside the bracket because here we have into, here also we have into. So we can write like this way. Now you can see this 7 can be cancelled. 2 1s are, 2 11s are we can write down. Lastly remaining is only one thing. 11 into 13 we need. 11 into 13 how much? 11 3s are 33. 3 will be carry. 11 1s are 11 plus 3 14. So 143 is the final answer. So it is nothing but, what it is 143 actually? The total length of the spiral that they have given in centimeter, so we have to write it in a centimeter. So lastly concluding statement. So here you can see total length of the spiral is equal to 143. So lastly concluding statement you have to write. Lastly finally the statement is total spiral length is equals to 143 centimeter. That is the thing they have told you to find, and this is your final answer. So for this solving the problem, I have told it is a lengthy question and we have the lengthy answer also, but it is not so difficult if you understood the question. If we have a doubt in the question, definitely it will be difficult for you to solve. So whenever the question is given, understand the question, what they have given, actually what we have to find. They have not told you to find directly S13. They have added that total length of the spiral. Understood? They have not asked you to find directly S13 or S sum that is the sum of the radius. They have not asked. They have asked the total spiral length. You have to understand what is the spiral. That is a semicircle we have, not a full circle. That is important. Then if you don't know the circumference of the circle formula, again you can't solve this problem. After doing that, they have given the pi value. That pi value afterwards you have to take it common. That is also most important. You have to take it common, otherwise again it will become lengthy. Next we have r1, r2, r3. That is not nothing but the radius. That is in AP. That we have to understand. If you don't know how, that is 0 0.5 and 1.0 and 1.5 is are in AP. If you are not understood, again it will be difficult for you. So everything we have to understand, the concept we have to understand, and we have to solve, and we can solve that very easily. So I think this will help you. So thank you for watching my video. This much for today's video. Please support my channel PSM Perfect Solution for Math. See you in my next video. Till then, take care.